Get some prizes from Scoreboard Bar and Grill. For more information, visit 1045thezone.com/events. We'll see you this Friday at Scoreboard Bar and Grill for our kickoff to football party.
Superbook.com is now in Tennessee. Download the app and start winning today. Gambling problem? 1-800-889-9789. You don't need to be at the game to enjoy football this season. Download the Superbook Sports app or visit Superbook.com to start placing your bets now. Plus, check out their $1,000 first bet bonus. Visit Superbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-889-9789.
From the Superbook.com studio, WGFX Gallatin, Nashville.
A Cumulus media station.
Touchdown! The Titans and...
You're up.
Continuous coverage all day, Thursday, with kickoff at 7:15 on your Titans radio flagship. Trending now at 104.5 The Zone.
Good afternoon from the Superbook.com sports desk. I'm Joe Hunk. The Titans have made a ton of moves today. As earlier, we have found out that Randy Bullock is going to be a game-time decision Thursday night against the Packers, which has led to some of the signings that the Titans have had on the practice squad, including adding kicker Josh Lambo. Also signed to the practice squad, Devontae Harris, Greg Maben, the defensive back, as well as linebacker Andre Smith. Also happening is the fact that Caleb Farley is now officially going on the IR. And the active roster for the Titans ahead of the game on Thursday has two new players on it, Larrell Murchison, the defensive lineman, and linebacker Joe Sherber. Around the NFL, the Packers have released wide receiver Amari Rogers, as he is failing as a punt returner. He's already fumbled the football 4 times, and he kind of had a big mistake against the Cowboys over the weekend in the Green Bay Packers win. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, and home to 3HL as we are out in the Burrow at B-Dubs. This is 104.5 The Zone.
The 3HL with Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay.
You guys are up in 3, 2, go ahead.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Happy Tuesday to you. We are out and about bringing the noise to the Burrow. I'm hearing weird things in my head.
What you hearing in your head, yo?
I think I'm hearing Hunk in my head.
Hunk whispering?
There it
It's
is.
me.
Now I hear Kirby. Hunk, what's up?
He said, how's it going?
We are at Buffalo Wild Wings in Murfreesboro. That's where you need to come. This is a brand new location. It's not that new. I mean, it's like a year old, but it is a phenomenal spot. And we've got some of the regulars that have come out here and that have left work early. I'm not gonna name names.
Good job.
We've got the Vizzy girls here handing out product. Not yet. They're getting on it.
Leaving work, you get a raise.
Yeah. And again, like if you need us to write you a note for your boss, we can do it.
Sure will. Sign it and everything.
I mean, Ron Slay will do it.
I most definitely will.
I'm
I'm in the building.
Oh, well, there you go.
Hey, I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. Let's go, baby. I'm in the building.
I was going to say, Slay could do a video or write a note. Don Davenport just might show up at your boss's office and just knock on the door and say, listen.
Tell him be cool.
Listen. Exactly. We'll come at you like a spider monkey.
I don't know what's going
Yell
on
at
here in
anybody.
Murfreesboro, but we are sitting at a table where Don Davenport is literally 1 foot to my right, and
You're
I don't know
scared,
how I
aren't
feel.
you?
I don't know how I feel about this.
Look at Kirby.
I told
Kirby's
her-
like, ha, ha, ha.
I told her yesterday. Number one, she uses her arms and her hands to talk, so that's going to be an issue. Number two, and for a 5'5" person, she has an incredibly long wingspan, like Michael Phelps, wingspan.
This is why I always got in trouble for short shorts in high school.
I
I got
your
long
arms
arms
messing
and
you up.
long legs.
Arms messing you up, Babsy.
Me too.
Just have no torso.
Yeah, me and you.
I have a long torso, but I got in trouble in high school for short shorts too.
You did.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Little torso gang, me and Babsy.
The other part of this problem is that I wasted my day of niceties with Don yesterday. Mm-hmm. I actually told Slay when we were leaving yesterday, I was nice to Don today. I kind of flipped the script. Tomorrow I'm gonna bring it.
Oh, you just bring it about 2 feet away from me. You go ahead. See how that
Backhand
see how
coming at
that
any
works
moment.
out.
I don't know what's going to happen. Anyway, we got lots going on here at Buffalo Wild Wings. We would love to see you down here. And number one, they've got great food. We've all had wings,
Yes.
except Dawn. She's going to have cauliflower wings at some point, though. Buffalo, is that what you do?
Yep,
I'm getting cauliflower to take home today.
they're good.
Slade went with 6 wings. I was like, what are you doing?
Who are you?
No,
I
listen.
don't even know you.
Okay. So. Okay.
He's not going to go there yet. We'll have to wait.
Yeah.
Davenport.
That may not-
One of my
That might
favorite.
not have been nice.
One of my favorite elements of Slay entering the 3HL crew was his ability to stop himself.
In the
And
middle
think.
of a sentence.
Yeah, it's like Tiger Woods when somebody takes a picture in the middle of his backswing. He just stops his swing.
You know what it is,
That's what
though?
Slay does.
Is-
He's like, man, I got something to say. Nah, I'll tell you later.
Because it's a Babsy voice in the back of my head.
Yeah. Is that what it is?
And it's a little bit of her song playing. I don't give a damn about my reputation. So it's a back and forth. One's telling me to say it with the song, and the other one's telling me, don't get fired.
Yeah, I would prefer the latter.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
I did
Don't get fired.
Barrett Sports Media wanted to do like a feature story on me for whatever reason. And number one, I hate talking about myself, which I know
me too,
is
Yoral.
which I know is weird because of what we do for a living, but like that's why I do what I do. Like
And you're
I
the
thought-
one say it's an open book on here, though.
It's an open book. It's all that. But like, think about what I do every day. All I do is throw you lob passes, throw Dawn lob passes, and I go home. That's all I do.
You can
And so,
shoot.
like-
You shoot, too.
So they called
That
me
is not
yesterday.
true, but
They
okay.
Right.
they do this interview, and I'm like, I'm incredibly boring, and I'm long-winded, and I don't know what to say, and whatever. And then inevitably, when you get done, you're like, man, I wish I'd have said this, and I wish I'd have done this.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's coming out tomorrow. I don't know why I'm talking about that right now, because I forgot what my point was, but
You don't like talking
You
about
said
yourself.
very nice things about your coworkers. Was
Yeah.
what you're saying,
well,
right?
I can't remember.
Oh,
I can't remember
What?
what I said about y'all.
So we just got to wait on the edge of our seat.
It could have been good. It could have been bad. It could have been nothing. I don't know.
Could have been
It could've
nothing. Okay.
I could have said Slays and Nathaniel. I don't know.
I would doubt if you would say that. I don't present Nathanielisms.
What if I'd have said Don Davenport and said Nathaniel?
No. Then you would have had to, she probably would have came over your house.
Spider Monkey.
Yeah, it's definitely Spider Monkey attack.
that is Spider Monkey.
I will
material.
wreck you. Anyway, that comes out tomorrow, so we'll retweet that. All right, coming up today, there's all kinds of Titans news. Buffalo Wild Wings has great food. That's what I was starting to say. And you can come out here and have some wings, have some chicken, have some beer, drink some Tito's. I don't know what you want.
And whoever back there, let me say this. Let me go and say this.
What you got, Asian Zing over there?
Yeah, whoever back there cooking them wings, they know what they're doing. Let me just say that. They know what they're doing because you can undercook, you can overcook, you can get too crisp. Like that, whatever they got going on back there, they know what they're doing.
All right. Is that Hansel and Gretel or Snow White or
I don't know.
just right? The porridge
Yeah,
is just
yeah,
right.
exactly. Yeah, no, it's the three little
That's
bears,
the
man.
Goldilocks and the 3 little bears.
You know he don't know he don't know any fairy tales, no Disney movies, nothing,
I
man.
don't know.
All right.
Is it 3 Little Bears? Is that what
He
it's called?
just skipped nap time. That's what it was.
Goldilocks
It's Goldilocks.
and
yeah.
the 3 bears?
Yeah. I thought they were pigs. They're not pigs.
They got a show too.
They have their own story.
Yeah, they got their own story. I mean,
So anyway, the guys doing the wings good. So come down here,
yeah, they are.
have some beer.
seriously.
Also, coming up today, guest wise, Titans defensive back Terrance Mitchell will join us. He
Oh.
led the team in tackles with 9 tackles. He had the game-winning interception. He played well, and he had awesome shoes. Did y'all notice that?
No.
No,
He had the baby blue shoes.
Oh, I didn't notice.
That's
Some of those dudes had like the Air Jordan.
Yeah,
ones,
I
man.
saw that. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. Yeah.
I thought you got fined for doing stuff like that.
Not now. I think they're a little bit more lenient now.
Those Air Jordan ones with the
Fresh.
with the blue unis.
Fresh.
Oh.
What's the name? I think it was Raiders when Nick Westbrook-Akina caught the touchdown. He had his hands up. He's 75, right? He had the Jordan 10s on. He was on the sideline. But I'm just saying it because of Jordan.
You guys notice all that stuff. That's it.
Yeah, we noticed, but 9 minutes in, he's taking a shot at Raidens being on the sideline.
I noticed the shoes. We talking about Jordans. Shout out to Raidens.
I mean, he's just
Hanging
speaking
on.
truth.
Yeah, see?
He was on the sideline.
Hanging out.
Hanging on.
Hanging out on the side.
Boy, I went back to watch the game again today.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, there was one play where Tannehill, chalk outline, baby.
Yeah.
And it was Daly.
Yep.
And you could tell Daly felt so bad when he picked the guy up off of Tannehill.
But guess
that
what,
ran
though,
right
yo?
by him.
Guess what? NPF too. Just Daly's man beat him to it because NPF man was coming as well.
Yeah, but there was a penalty on that one.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All
So NPF, I think NPF still has that 200 and whatever snap count with no sacks.
Oh, I'm still right. He's doing a terrific job.
But Daly, man, watching him pick that guy up off of Tannehill.
How fast was he going on Autobahn?
As fast as he wanted to go.
No regulations.
Can we not talk about them?
Yeah, it was like Edwin Moses at
Not
the
today.
Olympics, man.
Let's not bring it down today. Let's stay out.
I don't know if I can handle that.
Stay high, yeah. Chris Lowe at 4 o'clock. Vanderbilt football coach Clark Lee at 4:20.
Hey.
The Ron Slay Miller Lite Wash Away Toast at 4:45.
Yep.
So if you're at Buffalo Wild Wings at 4:45 in Murfreesboro, you will get a Miller Lite and you will wash it away
Yes.
with whatever toast Ron Slay comes up with.
This is correct.
Jim Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com at 5:30. All that coming up. Also, giveaways here. CJ is here.
Uh-oh.
For all y'all CJ fans, CJ is here.
Yes.
He's got his box.
Yes,
And
he does.
you need to get your name in CJ's box for your chance to win.
Date.
Titans
Oh.
Bengals tickets twice. We're giving away 2 pair of Titans Bengals tickets
That's what I like to hear.
and Titans Jags tickets in the 5 o'clock hour. So Titans Bengals tickets close to 4 o'clock, like 3:50. Titans Bengals tickets at like 4:50, and Titans Jags tickets at like 5:50.
All here in person.
All here. You got to get your name in the box. CJ's box. Plus, CJ's still trying to date people. So,
Yeah.
Single and ready to
Man,
mingle,
put your-
baby.
hey, listen, you put your name in the box, fold nicely neat, name, number,
Yeah.
slide in pocket.
yeah, just put, if you're single.
Yeah. Check, like the old school dating thing.
Yeah.
Check yes, check no, or maybe.
I got a whole lot of maybes.
Darn, yo.
It's a tough break, man.
Well, that's a break.
That's when you're like in the friend zone, but not quite.
Yeah, he's just cool enough.
You can see that, can't you?
Yes.
Man, Miss Toon back in the 6th grade. That's where we used to pass the notes.
Hey, what's
Over
going on?
over at Stokes Elementary School in Belmont.
Hey, boy.
Oh,
we in
man.
for it today, baby. Let's
Yep.
roll, baby.
College football playoff poll comes out today. We'll talk about that. Also, Titans injury news. We've got that next. Will Randy Bullock be able to go this weekend?
Please.
Short work week.
Yep.
Ooh.
There
Cold weather.
Yep.
Ooh.
Travel.
Hey, cold weather.
Negatives.
Cold weather, old men, like having a quick twitch, that's not a good combination.
He young man, though.
How young is he?
Oh, it's a good question. Probably 25, probably.
25. Randy Bullock's not 25 years old.
About 22.
Oh.
He's 32.
Yeah.
Darn.
Is that old?
No, I just
For football, yeah. For kickers?
Let me go do some.
No, kickers is
Oh,
not old.
kicker is not
Kickers
old.
not old.
No.
George Blanda was like 65 years old. He's out there kicking.
He Kirby's at
52.
52.
No, but it's a calf, right?
Yeah.
Leg, calf. Yeah. That's not good.
You don't
Not
trust
good
that
at
in the
all.
cold weather?
No. I mean, you kind of,
They signed a guy.
sometimes you don't trust it anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They had a lot of roster moves. We got that for you when we come back. Again, 3HL broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Murfreesboro. We'd love to see you out here. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, Kirby, CJ. Who else is out here? Hunk is out here. Kelly from Buffalo Wild Wings is out here. We got the first couple of 3HL out here.
Yes, we do.
They're going to make T-shirts, they said. You can meet them.
There we go.
Yeah, 3HL 1045 The Zone. 3HL 1045 The Zone, bringing the noise of Murfreesboro, Buffalo Wild Wings. Slay Dog said the cook has got it going on today. Crispy tots.
Now listen.
Wings cooked to perfection.
You know I ain't here to lie to you. I ain't gonna never lie to you. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna tell the truth, shame the devil. Listen. The cook back there, I'm talking about he got it.
I like how you're pointing through a brick wall.
Because he's
to
back
where
there.
You envision where the
But
kitchen
everybody's
might be.
here wondering where he is. He's back there behind this wall. And he getting busy back there. He might as well be a DJ on the ones and twos. If this was a party, man, he'll have everybody on the dance floor right now.
We need to get the cook on the show.
What? Come on out here, cook. Come on down. Yeah.
So,
next contestant, man.
On The Price is Right?
On Big Slay's right. On food.
The price is wrong.
That was really good, though, I'm telling you.
So I just ordered something that Davenport didn't approve of. Mountain Dew. I got a Mountain Dew.
I'm like, do you really need to be jacked up more than you are? I don't know.
Jacked up on Dew.
I'm in. Justin says Randy Bullock played with Tannehill at Texas A&M. Tannehill is 34.
Thank you.
How old is Randy Bullock? Did we get it? Did you get it? 32. He's 32.
Okay.
I don't trust his glutes to fire on Thursday in Green Bay.
Golly.
I mean, I will say.
Just saying, man. These are real life problems.
Yes, it is.
Me and you wake up every day trying to fire our glutes.
Hey, man, I'm going low T, son. I'm fired.
I mean, he
Davenport, you got something?
Yeah, I'm moving on. He tweaked something in warmups. Now he still hit a field goal, hit 2 extra points. I mean, he still did the job.
Did he kick off?
He did once, and then Stonehouse took care of the rest.
All right. How did Stonehouse do? He did well.
I mean, he's got a weapon, though.
I
mean, are you?
Stonehouse has glutes on top of glutes, I think.
But do we want him kicking the field goal?
And quads on top of quads.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree.
Kicking no, just go for it.
Oh, hell. Oh, that right there, that's going to.
Go for it. Bring Malik Willis in and
You
just
think
go for it on
Listen,
4th down.
RPO. Matter of fact, put Hunk's offense out there on 4th down.
Wait. Me and Slay have been throwing barbs the whole show. Here comes Davenport out of nowhere. Throw Malik Willis in there.
Hey,
She got a straight, too. I got a straight. That's what she said. I got a straight bullet to throw.
For the record, I didn't really hate that play call, though. I just hated that you hadn't seen him at all, and it's cold, and then you're like, oh, hey, by the way, go convert this 3rd down.
Man.
Like a really important 3rd down.
Very.
Go.
And see, I'm an eye test guy. I'm going to keep on saying that. Now, the last game, it looked like when they were doing the RPO, King Henry was trying to take the ball from him a couple of times, and he wouldn't let it go.
Can I tell you something? If King Henry wants the ball, give him the damn ball.
That's why. But it was 2 people to tackle him right there, too.
I don't care. Who are you to take the ball out of King Henry's
That's all I'm
hands?
saying. Don't even put me in that position.
Don't even.
I don't have enough equity
That'd
built
be
up
like,
in the team yet for that.
I know y'all played in different eras, but I saw Lang Wiseman in Bridgestone Arena at the Tennessee game. That'd be like Lang Wiseman, like taking the ball from you to shoot a 3.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. That ain't part of the game. That ain't part of the game plan.
I don't know why I thought of that. But
That's a good one.
Yeah,
it made sense to me because he don't need to be shooting if I'm right there.
Terrance Woods.
T Woods. That's my roommate. I let T Woods.
Yeah, because he's your roommate. I don't want him shooting over you.
That's my boy. Now T Woods got a flamethrower though. I mean, remember South Carolina? We won South Carolina because of him.
Okay. I want you shooting over T.
I do too. Listen, hey man, I want to be in the.
So Malik Willis, put Malik Willis in.
Yeah. Are we done with that?
Who else can kick?
Well, they signed Rambo.
Yeah.
What's
No,
his
not
name?
Rambo.
Rambo. Well, Babs is coming out in this segment, man.
What's his name? Rambo.
Rambo, baby.
Rambo.
His new name is Rambo.
She's got Sylvester Stallone kicking
Yeah,
out the
I'm talking
Titans
about-
in Green Bay.
He's got that
Hey.
knife. He's ready to go, man.
You got to make sure you got that little bandana on.
Wasn't he the Jags guy that got into
So
it?
was.
With,
He got kicked.
Yeah, he
Kicker
got
kicked.
Oh, he's
he
the
got
guy?
abused
By Urban
by
Meyer.
Urban
Oh.
Meyer. Yeah,
Josh Lambo's the guy?
I think he's the guy, isn't he?
We roll.
All right. So the Titans made a lot of moves today.
Yes.
hang
You
on.
want to hit him?
Yeah. Yesterday was National Diabetes Day, but today my alarm seems to be going off,
It's time to let
indicating
you
that
know.
it's Diabetes Day for me today.
Today's your day.
And I haven't even touched that Mountain Dew yet.
Oh, boy.
All right. The Titans have signed to the active roster. What kind of show we got going here, Don?
A live one.
Shiano show is what we have going.
Signed
There
to
are no
the
rails.
signed to the active roster from the practice squad. Linebacker Joe Schobert. I love this one. Ready?
Cool.
Big Merch. Defensive lineman Larrell Murchison.
Hey, big merch.
What did I tell y'all yesterday?
Big Merch will make some plays.
What is this the land of, especially defensively?
Misfit toys.
No, that's what we've said. We said that like during preseason. Because
we?
because of
If-
all the players that don't work out everywhere
They
else.
don't work out elsewhere. They come here. They actually get an opportunity,
No,
and they perform.
no, I'm not
This
letting
one-
y'all. No.
Hey,
I've never said that. I didn't say that yesterday either. The misfit toys.
this is the Babs going in segment. Oh my God!
No, I'm
when you
just saying.
search on YouTube, search Babs going in, and this will be the segment.
You know what? The land of the this is. Listen, this is Iowa State's like football program's kind of battle cry here. We know we're the land of misfit toys here. 2-star recruits that come in and then end up going to play in the league on Sundays.
You see how
It's guys like Larrell Murchison, guys like that come in that aren't signed by other teams, that aren't given opportunities because everybody thinks that they can't do it, and then they come here to Tennessee, and this culture of the Titans jumps in,
Okay.
and they get an opportunity,
That's what
and
I
they
said
play
right there,
their
though.
butt off.
Before
That's
you
the
answer,
land of
let-
the misfit toys.
before
land
you
of
answer,
opportunity.
do you see this arm I'm dealing with in front of my face?
Yeah, at any minute.
Any second.
Any minute. Your nose bleed.
All right.
Anything coming. Like it's going to
I
happen.
feel like Jerry Cooney over here.
Apple collisions. We'll take you there. Hey, but this, I said the
Said land of opportunity.
the land of opportunity. But
That's
guess
no
what?
fun.
I like that name better. Like that's
Do you know how many players they've played so far this year? In 9
is it
games?
past? Is it past last year's?
70.
No, not quite, but it's getting
It's
there.
right on pace.
Yep.
They're number 2 in the NFL. 70 players they've played so far.
Here's my.
You can only
Yeah,
have
That's 2 years in a row.
48
Yeah, that-
on the sideline.
You gonna make us go into a different conversation? You keep on naming this
I
stuff.
know that's an off-season conversation,
You gonna make
but
us go into
you
it.
got to look into what's going on. I know 1 year, bad luck.
Yeah.
2 straight years.
What is everybody else doing? It's supposed to be a copycat league. Why are we not copying training facilities?
Well,
Oh.
I was just gonna say we watched him last night. AJ
Yeah.
Brown, you know, the guy that was always
Yeah.
missing games here and there,
Yeah.
and he hasn't missed.
Yeah.
He did get hurt last night, though, in a 7-yard catch early.
Yeah.
Hurt his ankle and then struggled the rest of the way. By the way, real quick, the Philadelphia Eagles are no longer the only NFL undefeated team. There are no NFL undefeated teams.
Yeah.
I love it.
Miami
And the
popping champagne right now.
75 Dolphins
Yeah, they popping it up.
celebrate.
Bottles for everybody.
Or 72.
72, sorry.
The Philadelphia Eagles
75.
go down. There are no undefeated teams left in the NFL. So this is what happened. Yesterday, I'm driving home, and I'm listening to Mike Keith.
Mm-hmm.
And so the Mike Vrabel show included John Robinson for 2 segments, and then he went with the round
Terrance.
table with Titans Amy and also Red Bryant. And Mike Keith said, watch, Washington will beat Philadelphia tonight.
Did he?
The Vought, man. Vought knows all.
Divisional opponent. They know them. They've got a great defensive line. They will get to Jalen Hurts. They will do it. So you know what I did? At a stoplight at Cool Springs Boulevard, I went Washington plus 11, Washington money line at plus 350, and over 43. You know what happened? I won all 3 of the bets. Thank
Go
you,
get it.
Mike Keith.
Go get it.
Voice of the Titans. Speaking of the Titans defensive back Terrance Mitchell joins us now on 3HL. Team Mitch, what's up, buddy? How are you, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Dude, you are chilling, man. What's up? How are you?
Man, all is well, chilling.
I got to say, went back and watched the game this morning. I loved the freaking shoes, man. Where did you find the baby blue shoes? How did you get that done?
Shoot, there's one guy, all credit to him, man. He sprayed them up for me.
Oh, really?
So
That was
that was
real.
a little custom.
That was
Yeah.
real right there.
Did you think about going because some of your team, like some of the bigger dudes had the Air Jordan 1s, like the red and black. Is that just not a good look for like a defensive back, like skill position guy?
Speedy guy.
Nah, trust me, man. I tried them. in my past years, man. They just didn't give me the that I needed, so I had to get about it.
I can respect that.
So we'll get to the game-winning interception a little bit later, but you almost had another one, and you looked surprised that you didn't get it because I forget who it was, but like he got his hand on it or something. I don't know, but looked like you could have had another one there.
Yeah, man. Shoot, tight end got his little fingers on it, man. Changed the trajectory of the ball, but no excuses, man. We got to get it.
And guess what, T. Mitch? That was going to be a house call, too. I already know what you had going on.
Man.
Right sideline, here I come. I know what to do.
Man, hey, but hopefully we get another opportunity Thursday night, man. That'll be even better.
Ain't no doubt, man. Hey, talk about, man, real quick, since this is our first time talking to you. Talk about the closeness, man, of that secondary. I know the defense as a whole, but you guys in the secondary room, man, with a leadership from Bayer to Monty Hooker, guys that have been there, how easy it is for a guy like you to come in and fit right in there with an opportunity that you got.
Oh, yeah, man. You know, like you said, just with their leadership and just the camaraderie of the team, you know, they welcome me in with open arms, and we have a tight-knit group. It's a lot of love. Everybody's capable, and, it's just love. We're a tight unit, and it shows on the field.
Let me ask you this real quick, and this is a little off the subject, man, but y'all got a nice little swag going. You know, you come with the shoes, but off the field, man, y'all dripping when you come into the locker room, man. I wish they would get more shots of y'all coming to the locker room. Who coming the sauciest when you come to the locker room for games? Out of the secondary.
Right now, out of the secondary,
just the secondary.
man, we got, man, Josh Kalu, he a fashion guy,
Okay.
man. Myself, you know, I come clean. I
Yeah.
come correctable when I have to, you know. But everybody pretty sauced up, man.
Okay.
You know, we got a group of guys with some swag, so you know it all shows.
It do show.
How quickly did you know when you walked into that room that you fit in with those dudes?
Shoot, man, really, you know, I'm kind of like a chameleon, man. No matter where I'm at, you know, I could blend in, man. So I just knew, regardless of what it was. But like, you know, once I really got to know the guys, hard workers, you know, that's right down my alley. You know, ballers, right down my alley. So it just was a perfect fit, man.
So this defense, 5 starters are out on Sunday, including one of the most disruptive man in NFL, right? In Big Jeff. What was the talk among this defense without 5 starters heading into this game?
Next man up. That was the mentality, you know. Coach Rebels, you know, he expressed that you know, everybody's here for a reason. Everybody's been played at some point, and they got confidence in whoever's out there, and it shows. You know, we're a deep defense, man. So we could go deep into the roster and still go out there and make plays, and it shows Sunday. And you know, that's just one of the things, man. Everybody, we just stay ready.
All right, we got to talk about the interception. I want to hear it from you. Just talk us through the entire play and what you saw.
Well, shoot, I know, you know, late in the game, 4th down, they got to go deep, and sometimes, you know, in the midst of a play, in my career, I've noticed that sometimes, you know, when you're a little bit behind in the middle of somebody, you could play for a tip, man, and that tip came, and I wasn't missing that opportunity, and, you know, it was slow motion. I seen it, got it. I wanted to run, man. I was just excited, but I took the knee and just started yelling, man, but God is good. I was happy.
Yeah, you took the knee, which was a smart play, but it had to cross your mind, man. I want to try to take this to the house.
Yeah, no, really, though, man, I should have took the knee in the end zone because I put Ryan in a tough spot on the one, yeah.
I love it. Terrance Mitchell, Titans defensive back, with us on 3HL. Slay Dog, you want to put Big T Mitch in? We're calling you T Mitch. I don't even know what your nickname is. We just gave you one. What is your nickname, Terrance?
Yeah, Money Mitch.
Money Mitch.
Money making Mitch.
I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's do it then, man. All right, the Boom Boom Room is something, man, that I've come up with. We happen on the show. We put you in the room. We lock the door behind you. You got to tell the whole truth in order to get out of the Boom Boom Room. Do you agree to these terms?
Yes, sir.
Let's go, baby. Bert, put him in the Boom Boom Room, Bert.
Ah, yes. One man on his way into the Boom Boom Room.
All right, man. We got Money Making Mitch. We got Money Mitch right here in the Boom Boom Room. The door is locked behind you. It's brought to you by Low T Center. Money Mitch, let's get straight to it, man. You coming from the West Coast. A lot of West Coast love, man. It's crazy how things intertwine and it repeats itself, man. You playing for the Burbank Titans. Now, that was your high school team. Now you playing with the Tennessee Titans. Any similarities in that, the young Money Mitch to the older Money Mitch, now the veteran Money Mitch?
Oh, for sure, man. You know, Titans, they're gladiators, man, and same mentality, same mindset. So, you know, it was a match made in heaven, man. I'm still a Titan, always a Titan.
Love it. All right, so let's talk about this. Oregon, coming from Oregon. Y'all, it was a little bit of a slip-up. Bo Nix couldn't get it done right then. Any ideas of what could happen going down the stretch? You still pulling for your guys to handle business and try to make a push for this college football playoff?
No doubt, man. We're going to go to the Pac-12, win that, and play somebody in the Rose Bowl.
I can dig it. All right, now, new school or old school?
Old school.
Okay, all right. You got to pull up, man. Nice sunny day down here in Tennessee. You got to get something shipped out here from the West Coast. We're going to the park, man. We're gonna ride around the park, hit a couple blocks. What we riding in, man? We riding drop top, old school. What we pulling up in?
Well, right now I got a '69 drop Cutlass and I got a '68 Mustang. My pops, he got a '72 drop Chevelle. So we got a nice little some options. But I'm coming with the top down slapping.
Yeah.
Damn, Money, we're all driving.
Yes.
I love it, man. Money Mitch, this is the last one, and I'm going to let you up out of here, man. Talk about your journey, just a brief snapshot of your journey, man, coming from being drafted late, getting an opportunity, having to knock down each door, getting opportunities like you did with the Titans, and then being able to stick and leave a name wherever you went to.
Man, well, first off, God is good. You know, the ability has always been there, but it's just the resilience and perseverance, man. Like I tell people all the time, young kids, you just got to keep pushing. Only the strong survive, and you know what I mean? It's not for the weary. So, you know, I just go out there, stay hungry, and just keep pushing.
Man, let Money Mitch out the Boom Boom Room, man. Open up the door, huh?
Yeah, I want to come back one day, though.
Oh, no, don't you worry. We're going to sit down. We're going to have the whole crew in there, and we're going to lock in, man. We're going to have don't even worry. I ain't going to tell you what we're going to have. We're just going to have a nice vibe going in the Boom Boom Room.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
My man, appreciate you, bro.
All right, Terrance Mitchell, Titans defensive back. Yeah, thanks, man. Good luck on Thursday night. You looking forward to playing in Lambeau?
Oh, no doubt, man. I want to do a Lambeau leap.
Yo, hey, gotta go get another one. Then.
Listen. Keep the tight end's fingers off the football. Pick it off, run it in, off Aaron Rodgers, and jump in the crowd.
I'm going nuts. As soon as you do it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna be ready for a little beer to be thrown at me, but it's good though.
Yeah, it look cold beer. I ain't hurt nobody.
I love it. Thank you, Terrance. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
All right, Terrance Mitchell, Titans defensive back.
That's what's up right there, man.
That guy was fun, man.
Love that, man. Love that when you come on with that good energy,
chill.
man. Yeah, just say labor. That's Cali.
In case y'all were wondering, like, did we pull him out of a movie theater or out of his apartment? No, he just got off practice. Yeah. Terrance Mitchell.
Yeah, ice cold, baby. Got that ice cold in your veins. We playing that corner spot.
All right, more 3HL coming at you live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Murfreesboro on 104.5 The Zone.
Lambeau.
Dawn, you up first with a moment's peace. Slay, you got
Are we going to do a giveaway this segment? Where is CJ? CJ's trying to court all of his women. That's what CJ's doing. Also, where did my headphones go? I think Bab stole them.
Come on, Earl.
Kirby's trying to find them.
I mean, it's in your pocket.
It's the Mountain Dew.
How about dinner? How's dinner?
It's the Mountain Dew. I know what I'm getting for dinner.
Slay's over here. Dawn and I are talking about I don't even know what. And we just hear Slay over here talking to himself about how good his wings are.
Yeah, I'm proud of them. Listen, I'm proud of wings when they're done correctly, man.
But what if the cook, what if his shift is over at 4 o'clock?
We need somebody to check on that then. That's still a cook.
Why is it a he?
Yeah, that's still a cook.
I said, what if the cook's shift is over? I never gave gender
Did I?
specific qualities.
Oh, well, it's cool. The cook. Her.
Now I feel like I need to get some.
He, her. I'm telling Babsy, I'm telling you. You wanted to rock your world? You're at the right place. World Rocking Wings, right at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right.
Right.
All right.
Did y'all ever see the movie Clue?
Yes.
Who?
Yeah, the cook got it in Clue. Spoiler
Clueless.
alert.
What's up, Clueless?
Oh, Clueless is great, too.
Those are two very different movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally different plot.
Clue is a murder mystery type thing.
See? I ain't know.
What are we giving away?
I don't know, but Hunk's got another Titans pullover on.
No, we're actually giving tickets away. We're giving tickets away to the Bengals game next week.
Titans Bengals. This is the 3 o'clock drawing. We have another one in the 4 o'clock hour and a Titans Jags drawing in the 5 o'clock hour.
Yes, and our winner this hour is Keyshawn Blair.
Just walked in. He just got here. I see. Hey, man, listen.
That guy.
I'm telling you right now, though, the Titans tailgate experience was on 10. You know what I mean? And for everybody that missed it, that should have been there, shame on you. But I'm just saying, it was on 10, man. Salute to everybody that made it out.
It should be even better with the Bengals.
Yeah, man. Denver came through deep.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Denver came through deep.
Hey, Titans fans want blood in that game.
Yeah, man, I do too.
They don't want just the Bengal tooth. They
No.
want
The whole Bengal.
claws and everything.
No, the whole Bengal.
They want to shave the cat and everything.
No, put him in a little cage. Yeah, right there, Nissan.
So you were asking. You said the wings were cooked to perfection. The tots were crisp.
Cold-blooded.
You wanted the cook to come out here. We didn't know if it was a he or she. It is a he. Hunk has the cook.
You
right
the
here.
cook, bro?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you back there. I don't know what you doing. I don't know what little secret ingredient you got in your pocket. You sprinkling on them.
Oh, just a little bit of love, man.
What? Hey, man, I'm with you. Them things on point. You
He put love on your wings.
Man, they think I don't want no love on my food? Yeah, I want it, man. Give me what you got.
What time is your shift over?
That's
Chef?
the question. Well,
About 10 minutes.
Oh, come on, man. Hey, Kelly, come on. We got to get overtime, man. We got to get some overtime or something, man. Now, man, who we need to talk to?
Who is chef number 2? Can you verify
Oh,
that?
see, don't even nobody know. It don't take that long. If he good, don't nobody else. That's Jacob Hester. Be like, you know what I mean? If he really cold.
Jacob Hester.
If you ask me, man, hey, who you know good in basketball? Ron Slay. It's going to be quick. You know what I'm saying? He looked
Terrance
up in the air.
Woods.
Yeah. He looked up in the air. Who is it, man?
Let's see. We got 2 other cooks back there. We've got Jamie and Marcos in the kitchen, too.
Jamie and Marcos. That'll hook you
Okay,
up.
so let me think.
Do you trust Jamie and Marcos to cook the wings like you do?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Let me.
What's your
He
name?
didn't even hesitate.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon. This is Chef Brandon.
See, Brandon, you know what you're doing. Let me tell you something about Jacob and Marcos back there.
They're good cooks.
Good. They're good cooks.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay, so all right. Can I come out? Can they come out here and I can meet them? Cause they need to submit an application real quick though.
Why don't you just order what you want to order before he leaves?
Yeah. Or you go back there and meet them back there.
I like it when it's hot when I get home.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Hey,
Well,
you let the server know what you want, man. We'll take care of you.
thank you, Brandon.
Oh, look
Hey,
at
Brandon, you the man. You
Good
hear me?
job.
You a part of the boom boom room. We need you in there cooking in the boom boom room. Can you cook in the boom boom room? You can?
Yeah, he said yeah.
All right.
He's in.
It's an imaginary place, but you ever seen Peter Pan? Like, you close our eyes.
It's
and we
like
know
Wonderland.
There you go.
All right.
Brandon's a new cook of the Boom Boom Room.
Thanks,
I'll write that
Brandon.
down.
Yes,
Brandon,
never,
give me a
never.
number. I'm going to give you a call.
Are you done?
Slay.
My bad. No, dude, all right.
All right, 4 o'clock hour.
4 o'clock hour coming up. All right, we'll get to all the Titans moves when we come back. I don't think we ever got there. Kirby has his hand face planted in his
Chris Lowe.
CeeLo coming
palm. Chris Lowe, yeah. Hey, Chris Lowe coming
Bring
up.
Brandon
Thank you.
back out here one more time. Okay, all right, my bad.
I'm cutting both of y'all off. Hey, Chris Lowe is coming up after this on 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Ramon Foster.
Brent, you got Gupton, Slay.
We are the Ron Slay Miller Lite Wash Away Toast coming up at 4:45. Make sure you're here. You will get a free Miller Lite, and you will be a part of the Wash Away Toast.
The Wash Away Toast experience. Everything's an experience.
It's definitely an experience. Anything you're doing, experience.
It's right.
Experience the Ron Slay Miller Lite Wash Away Toast at 4:45. The Vizzy girls are here, too, and they're handing out stuff, too. So don't be cheated. They ain't selling Girl Scout cookies. I don't know what that means, but they ain't. Also coming up, your chance to win Titans Bengals tickets this hour. Just get your name in the box when you get here.
Put your name in the box.
See CJ. He's at the front door. Also, Titans Jags tickets in the 5 o'clock hour club level seats from Kelly with Buffalo Wild Wings in the 5 o'clock hour. What else we got going? Titans real quick, and then we'll get to Chris Lowe. Titans signed to the active roster from the practice squad. Joe Schobert, linebacker. Defensive lineman Laurel Murchison. Placed on IR. Caleb Farley, cornerback. Tough break there. Signed to the practice squad. Defensive back Devontae Harris. Kicker Josh Lambo. Will Lambo go at Lambeau on Thursday?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome,
that's right.
Davenport. You're welcome, Slay.
Hey, I caught it late.
Listen, I'm here for you. Will Lambeau go at Lambeau on Thursday? My guess is yes. We'll see. Defensive back Greg Maben back on the roster, and linebacker Andre Smith released from the practice squad. Tight end / wide receiver / skill player Ron Slay. Defensive back Shaheem Carter. Offensive lineman Eric Smith.
Okay.
You got released. Sorry.
Who?
You didn't hear my report?
Why would they release me?
I don't know.
No, they ain't.
You weren't getting it done. I don't know.
No, they ain't. No, CeeLo wouldn't.
Yeah, Chris Lowe, ESPN.com with us now. Chris, what's up? How are you?
What's up? Good to be with you
What's
guys.
up, Lowe?
So Peter Burns just tweeted.
Is the Ron Slay experiencing that like the Jimi Hendrix experience?
Yeah, except Jimi Hendrix died early, so.
Well, you guys are too young. Slay especially.
Yeah.
Know about Jimmy. What's the great give and take in White Men Can't Jump, where Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes were driving up and down there in L.A. and they're like, "You don't know Jimmy, man. You don't know Jimmy.
Yeah. You listen to Jimmy, but you don't hear Jimmy.
You don't hear Jimmy."
That's definitely true. I hear Peter Burns when he tweets to me, wins versus AP ranked teams. TCU 5, Tennessee 5, Clemson 3, Ohio State 2, Michigan 1. The Ohio State-Michigan loser cannot be in the mix, right, Chris?
I don't think so. I think the loser of that game's in trouble because they're just not going to have any. Their resume's not going to be strong enough. But the thing we all need to remember, though, what your record is right now against ranked teams. I assume Pete's tweeting out ranked teams when they played them in the AP poll, correct?
Yeah.
So that really doesn't have any bearing as far as the committee's concerned. They're going to do their own ranking, the last ranking, and whatever that top 40 or 50 is, they're going to look at the teams in their ranking, which means teams like Tennessee, teams like USC, they need the teams that they're going to play or have beaten to continue winning. So the higher they're ranked, the better off. I'll give you a great example. Tennessee needs Alabama to win out. They need LSU certainly not to stumble and then get to the championship game, which is already there, and probably play a pretty decent game against Georgia. Because if that happens, LSU and Alabama will both be top 10 teams in that final poll by the committee, which I think would weigh heavily, very heavily in Tennessee's favor, have 2 wins over top 10 teams in the final ranking of the committee. See, that to me is what matters. And that's why I think, to answer your question, that Michigan and Ohio State would have – the loser would have probably just one, and that would be Penn State.
Great point. So here's a question. Now, this is like doomsday scenario for Tennessee, obviously, but I'm actually working the LSU game this weekend, so we were talking about it this morning as we were talking about this game. But let's say the hypothetical of LSU wins out, they have UAB and then Texas A&M, goes to play in the SEC championship game and somehow beats Georgia and wins the SEC championship. Now, they have 2 losses, including that Florida State loss early in the year and the loss to Tennessee. How do you think the committee would view that? Because I look at it as you can't leave the champion of the best conference in the nation out of the college football playoff, right?
I wouldn't think so. Not when you look at the language, Dawn, that the playoff committee is entrusted to follow, and that is that if it's close, conference champions are always going to get the benefit of the doubt. But is it close? I mean, Tennessee went to LSU and beat them by 30 points or whatever it was, 20-some points.
27.
Yeah, so that to me is almost a deal breaker. But it's hard for me to believe, going back to your question, that in the playoff format that an SEC champion will ever be left out of the playoff. And I think if that scenario happens, there's going to be a lot of anxious Tennessee fans on Selection Day because Georgia's getting in. They're a lock. Yep. And then it comes down to, like you said, probably LSU or Tennessee. Tennessee would have the winner of LSU. But LSU would have a better win than anybody else in college football because they would have just beaten the number one ranked team in the country on a neutral field for a championship. So that's not a good scenario for Tennessee. And I'm not saying it's absolute that LSU would get over Tennessee because so much else, there's so many other variables. And that's why I think whether you like the playoff or don't, right now you've got Tennessee fans, you've got TCU fans, you've got Michigan fans, LSU fans, USC fans. They're all paying attention to everybody else. USC would love to see that happen because that knocks out Tennessee. Tennessee would love to see USC lose in the next couple of weeks. And then everybody in the Pac-12 has 2 losses. I think if that happens, then I think Tennessee's a lock to get in regardless of what happens with TCU. The best path for Tennessee is simply this, is that Georgia wins the SEC championship, TCU loses somewhere along the way, USC loses somewhere along the way. I think if that happens, Tennessee's going to be the number 3 seed in the playoff. And even if TCU goes unbeaten and wins the Big 12 championship and SC loses another game, because remember, SC and UCLA play this weekend. So one of those two are going to have another loss. And then let's say SC wins, they're going to have to go on and play in the Pac-12 championship game. But if everybody in the Pac-12 has 2 losses, none of those teams would get in over Tennessee at 11-1 with wins over 2 top 10 teams.
Is there any way they would put 3 SEC teams in?
Well, to your scenario, let's say LSU wins out. I'm just sort of thinking in real time here. LSU wins out, wins the SEC championship game, and let's say you consider then that they're in and Georgia's in. Let's say Ohio State wins the Big Ten, they're in. So that's 3 teams.
And let's say TCU loses. Yeah.
And what if USC loses? Then maybe. I mean, and you talk about a deafening outcry around college football outside the Deep South. You talk about the squealing and the gnashing of the teeth and the complaining and the conspiracy theories. You ain't seen nothing if something like that happens. Because remember, in 2011, we're in the playoffs now because in 2011, LSU and Alabama played in that rematch in the BCS National Championship game. And I can promise you, commissioners and coaches all over the country and college presidents said that will never happen again. And so within a few years, there was a playoff. We're getting ready to go to 12 team. I think in 24. I think they'll get it worked out. And then you're going to have teams 13, 14, 15, and 16 complaining that they don't get in. But you know what the beauty of 12 is? Let's say we had 12 right now. You'd have, 25 teams still that were legitimately in it these last few weeks? There'd be a lot of teams that had a chance depending on what happened down the stretch. And right now there's probably, about 7 or 8 that have a shot, maybe 8, depending on what happens here in the next 3 weeks.
CeeLo, so how is everyone not going to be up in arms if it were to play out that an automatic qualifier would jump people from 7 to the top 4, 7 being LSU? Like, why wouldn't people be up in arms if they were to beat Georgia and you jump from 7 to 4? If USC wasn't to lose, TCU didn't lose, and Tennessee didn't lose.
Because they're the SEC champions.
Ron, you mean
so you're making an automatic qualifier out of the SEC?
Yeah. Well, then I think at that point, because of the committee being entrusted to give more weight to a conference, a Power 5 conference champion, that would probably allow LSU to jump in there. Now, again,
I'm
going
to be up in arms if I'm from another conference about that. I just can't see that.
Hey, I'll give you an example, Slay. I'll give you an example. I think it was 15 or 16, one of those 2 years, and I was at the game. Penn State beat Ohio State head-to-head, blocked the field goal late, scored, beat them head-to-head. Penn State went on to win the Big Ten championship that year and had the head-to-head win over Ohio State. But Penn State lost one more game that year than Ohio State did. Penn State got drubbed that season by Michigan. Well, guess what? Ohio State went, Penn State didn't. So that would probably be what we're talking about with LSU. Now, the difference is LSU did not play Georgia head-to-head.
Right.
So that was pretty controversial when that happened. There's been controversy before. I think in the very first playoff, if I'm not mistaken, TCU was like 4th or 3rd in the ranking. And they were not playing. The Big 12 was not playing a championship game then. So they beat Iowa State like 55-3 on the last weekend. And they got jumped. It jumped from like 3 to 5, and they got shut out. So, and I can tell you also remembers it was Gary Patterson.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was on the Texas
I heard that from him a few times. But there's been controversy before. But Slay, I'll go back to what I said earlier. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
Right.
I just have a hard time envisioning an SEC champion beating the number 1 team in the country in the championship game, not getting in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Goodness gracious.
On the last game of the season, yeah.
Real quick on the way out, so I talked to our guy Todd Furman, who used to do point spreads for Caesars Sportsbook and now is in that Vegas game or whatever. I asked him, TCU, Tennessee on a neutral field, what's the point spread? He said, Tennessee by at least a touchdown. And that's what's funny because TCU will be ranked ahead of Tennessee again tonight.
Well, if Tennessee gets in as the 4th seed, and this would be me something to ask him too, Brent, when you get him again, and I really think there's about a 70-75% chance Tennessee's going to get in the playoffs. I mean, what'd you shoot from the free throw line, Slay? About 75% your career?
83.
Oh.
Okay. So a little bit less than a Ron Slay free throw attempt. Tennessee's chances of getting in the playoffs. So that 75% is not bad. And I think if they get in that 4th spot, you're probably going to see a rematch with Georgia and Tennessee in Atlanta. I'd like to know what the spread would be in that game on a neutral site. Now, is Atlanta really a neutral site? I think in that setup it is because the ticket split is 50-50, even though you're playing closer to the Athens campus. But the orange infiltration
they'll get in.
Atlanta will be unlike anything we've seen.
They'll get in. I would say,
I'd like to know what that spread would be with those two teams playing.
I would say Georgia by 6.5, something like that. But Georgia would be a healthy favorite over anyone right now,
But what was it, Brent, in Athens? Wasn't it 8.5?
It dropped to 8. I think it dropped to 8.5.
It started around
12.5,
11.5 or something, and then it dropped to 8.5, 9, somewhere in there.
So you think it would be pretty comparable to that? Only
not
2
comparable.
points.
I mean, less than a touchdown. That's a key number. That 7. So
you're right.
We'll see. We'll see. It'll be fun to kind of watch it all play out. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate it, man.
You bet. I always look forward to it, guys.
All right, at CeeLo ESPN. When we come back, Vanderbilt football coach Clark Lee with a big win over
Kentucky.
Talk about it next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Every bit of it.
Lambeau Field. The most
Don, you got scoreboard. Brent, you got Brentwood, and Clark's already on the line.
for every NFL fan. Nah, who cares? Our
Will
new
you tell
stadium
him it's
in
gonna be a few
Nashville's going to
minutes?
be way better.
You guys are up. Go ahead.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay, broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Murfreesboro. Almost said Missouri, but we're not in Missouri. We're in Murfreesboro. And come by and see us. We got tons of things for you to win. The Ron Slay Wash Away Toast at 445. Vanderbilt football coach Clark Lee joins us now with a big win in Kentucky, 24-21 over the weekend. Coach Lee, congrats, man. Welcome in. How are you?
Hey, doing great. I appreciate it, guys. Good to be with you, as always.
Hey, walk us through that last drive because Kentucky, Chris Rodriguez, we don't have to tell you how good that kid is, but 72-yard touchdown.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
They take the lead. Yeah, pretty good. They take the lead with 5 minutes to go. What was the message to the offense going out on the field? Because they went out there and did work, man. Long drive, got it done at the end. What was the message as they hit the field there trying to win the game at the end?
Yeah, honestly, there was no magic there. I think if anything, it's just trust that the plays that we need to make will be available to us and go make them, and that's kind of been, our messaging over the last couple of weeks. You can't press your way into an outcome. You have to let it happen by seizing each opportunity you have to make a play, and that's what they did. I was proud of those guys. They showed resilience. Obviously, we got the fourth down penalty, which was huge, and then obviously the 4th and 11 play to Quincy Skinner, which was also a big one. And I feel like in those moments at the end of the game, we trusted our technique. We made the available play, and good things happen when you do that.
Yeah, that big 4th and 11 play set up 1st and goal. You end up with 3rd and goal, 32 seconds left. Walk us through that play call. Mike Wright with the touchdown pass to win the game.
Yeah, it just a slant to Will Shepard, and he had man coverage, which is typical down there, and Mike did a nice job of putting the ball in a place where Will could go get it, but it was away from the defender. Will won off the line of scrimmage, and this is a scenario you work a ton in preparation, just a tight red zone snap where you've got to win a one-on-one, and we were able to win it, and Mike delivered the ball, and Shep wasn't going to drop it. He caught it, and there was still work to be done. I was as frustrated as I was with the long run by Rodriguez. I was very pleased with the way the defense took the field and closed the game down. So I was glad they got a chance to get back out there and do their part to ensure the victory.
Vanderbilt with the 24-20 win over Kentucky. Got Florida coming up. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. But Clark Lee with us on 3HL.
Coach, I've been fortunate enough to work, your first 2 spring games, so I feel like I kind of know the culture you've been building, just, the process of getting to, honestly, this point, too, to take that first step. What does it mean to you, to these kids that have stuck with you, that have fought, to be able to at least get this monkey off your back and get a win in the SEC?
I mean, it's a special moment, and we took the time to appreciate that moment. I feel like to pause on Saturday and a little bit on Sunday, and just to celebrate progress being made. And we see that progress every day. It's not independent of outcomes, and we've seen a team that's taken the field and really been totally different this fall in terms of being bigger, faster, stronger, and more connected. We've measured and seen progress internally. To get the reward externally, though, is special. And again, we took the time to celebrate it, and now we've moved past it, right? Because that's ultimately not going to define where this program is going. It may represent where we are, but it's not defining where we're going, and we have to keep moving forward to ensure that we're ready to take the next step.
2 questions for you, Coach. Congratulations, first of all. Coming out of SEC Media Day, the preparation and the mental aspect was definitely there. You can see the confidence that your players exuded, you exuded. You get to a moment like that, and we all heard Mike Wright talk about the importance of the mental preparation. Just if you could walk it through like a brief piece of what that mental preparation was for a moment like that to get that victory at Kentucky.
Well, Mike obviously his time in the workshop. I mean, his time in the film room, his time with Coach Lynch, his time with the other offensive players watching, so he can anticipate in the moment. And you know what an advantage is. You know, we talk a lot about, you know, if we can be detailed early in a snap on both sides of the ball, if we're detailed early, we can be aggressive late. And it's the difference between participating in the game and dominating the game. And so I think the mental preparation gives you a chance in the moment to anticipate what's going to happen. And so you can get to your technique faster than the opponent. I certainly felt like we had that through the day. I felt like, you know, we were able to, you know, dominate play in all three phases. We still had some self-imposed wounds, self-inflicted wounds where we were, you know, turning the ball over or penalties that set drives back. But on the whole, I felt like the preparation came to fruition there, and we were able to, you know, kind of get over the top. The other aspect of the mental game that we're involved in, and maybe the bigger breakthrough for us internally, is this idea that, you know, we have everything we need here. There's not a secret sauce or some kind of, you know, higher level emotional output that's gonna deliver the result. It's about, you know, performance being when preparation meets opportunity. You seize the opportunities you have to make the routine plays, and we have the people when we make routine plays over and over consistently that we can break those and make them explosive. You know, defensively, when 11 guys are on the same page doing their job and we're playing hard, good things happen. We've seen that in spurts this year. Saturday we saw it through 4 quarters with consistency, and it wasn't perfect. There's a lot we can improve on that performance, but you saw it pulled through 4 quarters consistently, and that's what gave us the opportunity there to seize the outcome at the end.
All right, Coach. Now my last one for you. Let me just put something in your memory bank right here. Nothing is a term that I put with players that I don't think they can deliver. That is also translated into Nathan, which next goes into Nathaniel. So when you hear the term Nathaniel, that means I don't think they're anything. You don't have a quarterback that's a Nathaniel. I'll just put that out there. You know, there's some teams that have one. I'm just saying you don't have one, and he showed up big. And now, what's up, Coach?
It makes sense now, Ron. Listen, when back in the day on the courts at NBA, when you were calling me Nathaniel, and I didn't know what you were talking about.
That's what he meant. That's what he meant.
Hey,
Full circle.
Hey, cut it out, man.
Full circle.
Let me tell you this, though. We had Mike Wright. Mike Wright talked about what is one of his goals at the individual goal of his, and he said to get our coach to do a dance. So right now, we want to play this for you real quick. Hold on.
Tell me one thing on your bucket list that you would like to knock off.
I would love to see my head coach dance with me after a win in an away game.
That's beautiful.
That is what we're going to do this year.
Yeah.
And best believe that video will be hilarious because I don't know if my head coach can dance.
Coach Lee,
did that happen?
You gotta tell us, man. What dance did you go with? Like you from my era now. Like, let us know what you went with.
Well, listen, now it makes sense now. I was getting a lot of coaching in that moment by Mike, and now I know why he was coaching me so much. I think they used to call it the cabbage patch. See me doing the cabbage patch, and me do the gritty. I did a reverse gritty at one point just because I ran out of space. We were wilding in there, and you know when my wife saw it, she said, "Wait a second, you didn't even dance at our wedding, and these guys got you to dance in the locker room." Huh? So I got in a little trouble for it, but
priorities.
We enjoyed it. That's beautiful. Thanks for sharing.
Dude, you can get.
Yeah.
You can
I'm
get
glad this is in the TV segment, so I don't have to relive it.
Man, you can get hurt doing a reverse gritty now.
No. You guys didn't even know that existed. We're next level over here.
That's new right there, baby.
Oh, no. Hey, real quick, defensively, so what were you guys able to see in Will Levis's game where you could kind of limit the success that he had? 11-23, 109, no touchdowns, 1 interception.
Yeah, you know, a lot of that had to do with, creating some pressure. I thought, you know, we've been void of a pass rush for pretty much the entirety of the season. And that's not to be. I think pass rush is a skill, right? So just like anything, you have to develop it. It takes time, and then equate it to being a great hitter in baseball. You can train the skill, and then what success is going to look like. I think if you win one out of every 19 opportunities, you're going to get 10 sacks in the season, which is obviously an elite year. So your chances to win once you acquire the skill are few and far between. It's about winning the one-on-one and shortening the down. Well, we've done a great job in coaching the line of scrimmage on defense, and I think those guys have developed. The kids have been into it, and we were able to collapse the pocket and create some pressure in a four-man rush. In fact, the sack there at the end of the game was a four-man rush. And then on third down, we dialed in some pressures too, so we were able to get some guys loose. And once you move the quarterback off his mark, once you kind of plant the seed in his mind that he's not going to be able to sit back there and deal, you have the chance to kind of win a psychological game there too. And we did that, and I think that was huge for us in establishing, kind of a posture of dominance there on third down. And he never quite got comfortable. And so I was pleased with the guys. And I think offensively we have a hand in that too. We were able to extend drives and be methodical. And so that kept the ball out of their hands as well. Sometimes the best defense is a really good offense because the opponent can't score when they're on the sideline. So I thought, it was a good complimentary game, but I think the key for us defensively was getting that pass rush going.
Vanderbilt football coach Clark Lee with us on 3HL. 4 sacks, 6 tackles for a loss against that Kentucky offensive line. Florida coming up this weekend. Looking forward to that matchup. Anthony Richardson, the Gators have it going. They've won 2 in a row, 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions in those 2 games. But coach, he's deadly with his feet going too. 174 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns in the last 2 games. What do you guys have to do to kind of limit the success that Anthony Richardson has?
So the design quarterback runs are all about structure. You have to defend all 11 players on the field, and so there has to be someone there accounting for them. You can change leverages, and you can impact his read at the line of scrimmage, and we're going to need to do that some just to keep him off balance. But we're going to have to play really, really structured. We're going to have to tackle well in this game because I think their run game in general is dangerous. And certainly showed up against South Carolina. And then obviously he's got the arm too to complete the shots down the field. We know that it starts with their run game, and that's something we're going to have to force them into a game where they're playing left-handed. If we can get a lead in this game and force them into an identity beyond kind of what's defined them here lately, then that'll give us a great chance. Defensively, they're disruptive. I mean, they've gotten a bunch of turnovers. They did a great job of never letting South Carolina get going. And so this will be a team that'll present challenges, but our guys are excited to go compete, and we're going to have fun with it. I mean, we want to represent in our home stadium at a high level on Saturday, and guys will be ready to do that.
Coach, quarterback wise, where are you guys sitting this week?
Well, we're working AJ back to health, and he's not all the way back yet. So we're waiting to see what his availability is going to be. If he can get himself back and get some practice time in, we could see him out there as a starter. But obviously we got a guy in Mike Wright who, when we give him the ball, good things happen. And I think, when early in the season when Mike was starting for us and moving the offense, we were having success. Obviously we felt like there came a point where we needed to make a change, and we did. But I think through that, you've seen Mike develop aspects of his game that have made him more complete and allowed him to get the ball on the perimeter for us and stretch defenses a little bit, which has allowed the run game to open up. And so we have full faith and confidence in Mike. We want to see if we can get AJ available and back to play. But no matter what, we're going to have a good quarterback behind center, and we're going to be excited to go compete.
So if AJ is 100%, you go with him, or is there still a decision to be made based on how Mike Wright did against Kentucky?
It's less about that and more about, do we feel like AJ's had the time to prepare for the game? We don't want to put him out there. It's not fair to the team to put him out there if he's not ready to help us win the game. And that means he could be 100% and come out of the bullpen. That that would be certainly a scenario that could come up. And again, because we know we have a proven winner in Mike Wright, we have the luxury to be patient with AJ and make sure that whoever's back there is giving our team the best chance to win.
You guys ran the ball effectively against Kentucky, 264 yards on the ground. Florida did a great job against South Carolina in the run game, 23 carries, 44 yards. Is that kind of where the rubber meets the road initially when you look at this game plan?
Yeah, I think so. The run game for us, establishing the run game, has been huge for us, creating a rhythm on offense. And so certainly we feel like that's a part of our identity and a way for us to get into convertible third downs. And, the power for us in extending drives is, we're able to have game control drives on offense, and it keeps the opposing offense on the sideline. And that's when you're wanting to play a complementary style of football, that's a big deal. On the other side of things, they've been very explosive in their run game, and whether it's the quarterback or the running backs, they have a physical offensive line. They're smart in design. And, again, if we can force them into a game where they're having to throw to win to beat us, then I think that we've done the best we can do to force them to play left-handed. But, they've got a dynamic run game that, we're going to have to show them that we're willing to stop, and I'm sure they're going to try us over and over again to test us. And you will be ready for it, but, making the play, downing the ball, those will be critical for us on Saturday, just to limit explosive touchdowns and explosive plays. I thought that's what really got South Carolina in trouble, and we have to make sure we make them go the long, hard way.
Vanderbilt football coach Clark Lee with us. Vanderbilt in Florida, 11 a.m. SEC Network in Nashville. Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Congrats.
Go get them, Coach.
Hey, guys, great to be with y'all as always. Thank you.
The reverse gritty.
This man said you was calling me Nathan. Something wrong with that dude.
That was brilliant.
He said he's been wondering ever since.
Something wrong with
Run up and down the Florida NBA.
It was a good game.
Man. You know what else is wrong? You. Ron Slay, Miller Lite Wash Away Toast is coming up next. The Ron Slay Miller Lite Wash Away Toast coming up next at Buffalo Wild Wings in Murfreesboro. Stay tuned. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. just walked up with a red Blaine Bishop jersey.
Cold-blooded, too. That's
And
a heavy
he was
jersey.
asking, how do I get B. Bizzle to sign this jersey?
Hitman. They asking for you, Hitman.
So then I said, hey, Kirby, when are Blaine and Mickey out again? And Kirby doesn't know. Like, that's literally the first time Kirby didn't know the answer to the question. And now he's trying to defend himself. There's no defense for you, Kirby.
I don't know when they're going out.
So we'll get that worked on. Blaine's got a great story about the red jerseys back in the day, man, because you see them every once in a while. Like, I'll see a red Yancey Thigpen jersey or Craig Wycheck jersey or Blaine Bishop jersey sitting right here. Like, that was the rumor that they were going to wear the red jerseys. I think that Christmas game, right?
Really?
And then Fisher just didn't do it. I don't.
Jeff.
Blaine's got the story. I don't know, and maybe Blaine doesn't. Maybe I'm putting it on him. I don't know.
Figure that out.
But 2-3 can handle that.
Yes, he will. He know what to say.
Yeah. So I love seeing the 2-3 out here though at Buffalo Wild Wings in Murfreesboro. We're gonna do the wash away toast, the Miller Lite wash away toast, in just a second. Yeah.
Giveaway.
I know, Babs. Good Lord.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I have to take over today. Sorry.
No, we're good now. It's 4:49.
I got
it. We're just going fast today.
I was gonna hold you.
I know. Here. Rubbing your back. That's all.
Okay, it's just awkward.
Selling
Do you
things,
think
selling things down.
Wait, it's not awkward. Do you think a back rub would actually calm her down?
Yes. Moment's peace. Can you help us?
AMP.
Hey,
Perfect Christmas idea.
Are we ready or are we giving it away first?
Real quick, what I took from that conversation is that Mike Wright is going to start a quarterback for Vanderbilt.
I hope so, man. I think he's done really well. I think they believe in him. I think he believes in what's being taught as well. So I'm not saying that Swan doesn't. I just think that ability.
No,
Babs said it early,
listen,
man.
Swan's got he's got the stuff too. But
I'm not saying he don't.
But
for
the
that line,
the team reacts to Mike Wright. There is no doubt about that.
True.
And listen, we're jaded because we met him at SEC Media Days and he loves the show. There's that too. But that guy, he could run any of y'all's businesses. He is unbelievably smart. He's charismatic. People gravitate toward him. There's just something more than 11 of 15 or whatever the numbers are.
Then I think it may be deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Like
deep on the cover.
But we'll dive into it.
Like a banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah. Right.
I'm just going through all the Beverly Hills Cop references. I've watched that movie a couple months ago because that's so good. Joe Hunk has a winner, and then Babs is going to help Slay out with the wash away toast.
That's right. We are giving away a pair of tickets to Titans Bengals next Sunday, and this pair of tickets goes to Carrie Forsey. Yay,
Carrie, where you at,
Carrie?
Hey, Carrie. Is Carrie coming to the Tennessee tailgate? Titans tailgate?
I believe she does as well,
right.
yes.
There's a party over there. We got people that won't
show
show up, but you can come.
Why does it always take so long for the winner to identify themselves?
Yeah, they forget their name sometimes. Sometimes they forget their name.
They just have to make sure, wait, did he just call my name?
Did he just say my name?
Can't be me.
How many
Is it not over here? Yeah, they knew it right away.
That's true. All right, the Ron Slay Miller Lite Wash Away Toast is a weekly staple here on this show and at Buffalo Wild Wings. Usually on Thursdays, today on Tuesday, because the game is at Lambeau Field on Thursday. Ron Slay with his head on the ceiling. Like Lionel Richie.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out. Shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings. Miller Lite for making this possible. If you got a drink, a beer, a water, something of some liquid source, put it in there right now. All right, there we go. Now, see, I like it. All right, now listen up. This right here, we wash away everything that went on the week before that shit didn't go good, that did go good, always moving forward. With the Titans, you got past another Nathaniel. So this is solely for the Nathaniels out there. Also, Vandy, you went up to Kentucky and you beat a Nathaniel and Will Levis. So shout out to y'all. There's another one that's up for submission. Paperwork is being reviewed. Plays in Green Bay. So we're just going to see about that. I ain't going to jump the gun, but number 12, he likes mushrooms. We'll see about that later. That's all I'm saying. So right here, tighten up on 3. 1, 2, 3.
He likes mushrooms.
Are you going to burp after you get done?
Probably. I think I've coached him well enough to do it off the mic now.
That was kind of a strain to burp.
Yeah.
That's how you knock them down.
He likes
Tight.
mushrooms?
That's,
He
yes.
does.
Actually, yeah, he does.
Yeah, like
Psychedelic
mushroom.
What do you say? It cleanses.
It cleanses. Like
his mind.
So in my warehouse, in the Nathaniel warehouse, where we review paperwork, I have a security system, and someone was creeping outside of the security system, and it didn't leave an image. So I got up when I was reviewing Will Levis's
at the Nathaniel warehouse.
Yeah, the Nathaniel warehouse,
Yeah.
where you can find your Nathaniels, all of them. But I was reviewing his, and I was like, let me go outside real quick. I get my flashlight. I go outside and look around, and I don't see anybody. I just see the mushrooms. So I'm like, oh, maybe it is the guy that plays for Green Bay. But can't say his name unless he is Nathaniel. So that remains to be seen. I'm just saying it was mushrooms laying around the Nathaniel Museum.
Maybe our 3:30 guest, Terrance Mitchell. Money Mitch can get him.
If Money Mitch take one to the house, I'm telling you right now, he getting back on this show. We're doing a wash away toast with him.
He said he wants a Lambeau Leap. I said, you looking forward to playing in Green Bay? He goes, I want a Lambeau Leap.
That's a competitor. That's a competitor. They know how cold it is. You think this defense ain't serious, man?
He's already visualized it.
See? Now you're getting it.
Just go back and listen to him on a more serious note.
Really?
Go back and listen
Phenomenal.
to him talk about the defense and that unit.
Yep.
I mean, love and support and growth and all those words were included in him talking about that unit.
Right. Hey, totally.
Man.
5 o'clock hour coming up. Your chance to win if you get here. Get your name in the box. Titans Jags tickets in the club level.
Put your name in the box.
That's coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. Also, Jim Wyatt will join us at 5:30, and we'll go through the injury report, which is out now.
Not again. We just washed it away, yo.
Listen. The Titans injury report, I had to click the sideways arrow to get the rest of it.
Yep. Short work week. It's a short work week, right?
Okay, yeah, right.
Keep that in mind. Don't panic. Don't panic.
3HL broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in the Borough. More 3HL next on 104.5 The Zone.
Titans and Packers. Continuous coverage all day, Thursday, with kickoff at 7:15 on your
You're up.
flagship. Trending now at 104.5 The Zone.
Good evening from the Superbook.com sports desk. I'm Joe Hunk. The injury report is out for the Titans, and it's lengthy. 17 names on the injury report just from the Tennessee Titans. So here we go. Randy Bullock, Bud Dupree, Cody Hollister, Lonnie Johnson, as well as Ben Jones, all were out of practice today. Limited in practice today was Big Jeff, as well as Roger McCreary and Amani Hooker. But these players were full participants. That would be Danico Autry, Aaron Brewer, Christian Fulton, Big Derrick Henry, David Long, as well as Elijah Molden, Kevin Strong, and yes, Ryan Tannehill. The kicker about the injury report, this is all estimated because the Titans are doing nothing but walkthroughs this week. For all of your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Balls, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, and home to 3HL as we are out in the borough at B-Dubs. This is 104.5 The Zone.
The 3HL with Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, and Ron Slay.
You guys are up in 3, 2, go ahead.
Oh, man, 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Bringing the noise to the borough.
What's up,
Murfreesboro?
Yeah. Highland Park in the building. HBs.
Buffalo Wild Wings, that's where we are. We've all had wings. I don't know about Davenport. Davenport's in a weird mood today.
I know.
This is.
She's more in the, but guess what, though, Bert? You might got to go with the other. She's more in the, that's bunk mood.
I'm
gonna be honest.
in bunk mode.
That's bunk. That's bunk.
Yeah. We tried to get her to try some peanut butter whiskey. She wouldn't do it.
Nobody wants that right now. I got a job to do. I got to keep you fools in line.
She's streamlined today.
Ooh.
No pink headphones.
You can't tell from in here, but I'm looking at our cameras. It's dark at home.
Yeah, I can't tell in here. We're at the back of the restaurant.
This is good. You can't tell how dark it is outside. That's depressing.
I feel like we're like a
These temperatures are depressing.
I feel like we're kind of
black.
We're like a crime family sitting back here in this booth. Like Slay's
I
the
do,
Godfather.
like, yes.
Yeah.
I like that.
Like we're the mafia back here?
That's my favorite then. Well, one of my favorite shows, movies.
3HL Mafia.
Yeah, Yellowstone's back.
Okay.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it either.
Yeah, that's my boy.
So stop with that. So here's the problem. So Drew Dog, my 12-year-old, had basketball practice last night, 8:15 to 9:15. 9:15. So we get home about 9:30. My wife's already watching it, which is a day later, right?
Yep.
But so, like, she's watching it, which means I can't go in that room.
Okay.
For 2 hours.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So I watched the end of Washington beating Philadelphia and me winning the +11 and the money line and the over. That was a successful Monday night.
Hey, nice.
But then after the game was over, I went back there, and she still had, like, a lot of time left. So you know what I did? I watched the Titans game.
Good job, Yor. Way to hold back.
Dude, I've never seen so many punts in a quarter and a half.
Yeah, it was a lot. Stonehouse got a lot of work.
The first quarter and a half of that game, man, there were punt.
pump it up.
He's Ron Slay, ladies
What's
and
happening? I'm in
gentlemen.
the building. Hey, I'm in the building. Best believe I'm in the building. Better be ready. I'm in the building. Car ain't got no rules.
Time for the show.
Let's go, baby. It's going down, man. I had a good night last night, man. Shout out to everybody that came out to the Gentry Center to black out. Tennessee State versus Alabama A&M. Great crowd on hand.
8 o'clock tip time.
Yeah, 10:24 car ride time.
Oh.
Yeah, I was out there.
Did you have trouble getting in?
Well, guess what? That's what Tess asked me. Shout out to Tess for taking care of me. They got me a parking pass, man. Got me on in there. I got to get in and out. I'm cool now, man.
Slay's had a hard time getting into the Gentry Center before.
More difficult than Nissan. Like, the people, I didn't even play football, and the people at Nissan like, hey, Slay, come on in, man. This, that, and the other, you know. I grew up at TSU, and they still give me a hard time at times. But,
Maybe that's why they gave you
they
a
know what it is, don't they?
They
Shout
know
out to
you
Coach
Slay.
Collins and them, though, man. Big time win. Showtime at the Gentry.
Yeah, Penny's
So y'all need to
got
get
some players.
Yes, he does, man. Really, really good players. 3 guards that can get it done at any level, anytime. They should win the OVC, I'm going to be honest.
I love it.
They should win the Junior Clay, Marcus Fitzgerald Jr., Christian Brown came back last night, had 20 off the bench, transferred from Georgia, Oak Hill Academy alum. So they got some guys, man.
Brian Penny-Collins,
Zion,
a great coach,
yeah.
man. And a great guy, too.
Yeah. This should be his year. This should be his year, I'm going to be honest.
Well, way to put the pressure on him.
That's what I do. I used to put pressure on myself. Listen, this is what I'm telling you. Going into this game right here on Thursday for the Titans.
Titans-Packers at Lambeau Field with Lambeau the kicker.
And guess what?
I just outlined you how the Titans are going to win. Lambeau is going to win at Lambeau with a field goal. That's what's going to happen. Chalk it up.
So
be done with it.
Is this money line time? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I
already went money line.
Here, I'm going to give you
early.
My boy.
the weather forecast for Thursday.
Okay, talk to me. Let's involve it.
Green Bay.
The little snicker.
It is a
This is a weird and wild place, Green Bay.
It's a high of 29.
Well, what time is that?
Like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
No, it's actually earlier in the morning.
Oh,
because it gets,
temperatures falling through the day.
Temperatures fall on Friday.
So great question, Slay Dog. Way to go.
A low of 22. Yeah. So Friday it's a high of 27.
Yeah.
And a low of 14. So yeah.
So
it's gonna be chilly.
Any chance for snow?
Yes. 24% chance.
24% chance
during the day. Overcast, a few flurries or snow showers possible.
All right.
Winds west at 10 to 15 miles per hour.
Ooh, now that's a thing. That sounds like a Derrick Henry game to me.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so let me ask you this though, because you guys are out there with the elements a lot. Babs on the sideline, you love to go to games in cold because it was cold at Floyd, right?
Dude, I love being out in the cold.
That's what I'm saying. So y'all can answer
Check my
question.
Instagram feed today.
I know.
I'm glad it's
looked
winter
at it.
time.
That's what I'm saying. I looked at Kelly's too, hers too. So that's what I'm telling y'all. See, Babs don't even like it, and she got to be out there.
I'm like annoyed that my LSU game is like a high of 37 and rain.
That's ridiculous.
That's Nashville weather right there.
But this is what I want to know.
Wait, in Baton Rouge, 37?
Yeah.
And that game doesn't kick till 9 o'clock.
Okay. 37 in Baton Rouge is like 24 everywhere else.
Babs won't be off the field to 12.
Yeah, because when you're deep down south, you don't anticipate 37. 37 feels like 22.
So this is the question that I was about to pose.
Joe Louis was 157 years old when he lost
Joe
to Rocky
Louis?
Marciano.
Every time we talk about boxing, you got to bring up Joe Louis. Come on, man.
Rocky Marciano.
Rocky Marciano. So, listen.
Always a white man bring up Rocky
This is what I'm telling you, though. With that weather, because you go to different climates, and cold isn't cold at some places.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like some people throw a fastball, some people throw a heavy fastball.
Right. So is that cold at Green Bay, or is that really like 40 degrees?
Now, see the cold at Green Bay, like Aaron Rodgers, those guys, they'll be used to it. They don't care.
No. So feels like, the temperature is 27, the high. Feels like probably 17 or something, huh?
11. It'll tell you.
To me, it feels
Curtis
like
said
hell.
11.
It feels like hell.
Yeah.
She's back.
Yeah.
This is like segment 2 again.
That's exactly.
Listen, if you go back and listen to the show, listen to segment 2. Babs was on one.
She was.
Boy.
Ready to roll.
Sitting 1 foot from me, man. Hands just flailing.
Hey.
Like that Irish dancer, Michael Flatley. This is the second time I've referenced him this week.
Dude.
Let me go to my fancy little app that I downloaded specifically for football sidelines.
See? I know it. I know it.
You know what you need is peanut butter whiskey.
Oh, that's
what you do need there.
Especially Thursday night.
Well, you'll find it down on the bayou.
All right, here's the field.
8 o'clock start time. Are you kidding me?
This is going to be there.
Let me find. Ooh.
8 o'clock Central.
Dude, she's punching all kinds of things in
Man,
there.
Babs got everything on their
So
phone.
what time does that get? Oh.
8 o'clock.
Packers?
The
Packers.
The Titans game is at
Packers.
7:20.
Local time.
7:20
local. That's the same time as us, right?
Yeah. Central.
Yeah, it's a feels like 14 and 13 degrees.
Foolishness. This game is foolishness. I'm going to tell you that right now.
This is why you want to play basketball.
Yep.
You go in a warm gym.
Hey, dude.
14:30. Oh, no. Get this. We're talking wind gust.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I said 10 to 15 miles per hour. This little app has wind gust at 24 miles per hour around 8 p.m.
What is it with the
so
24?
that is what makes it cold.
Yeah. It's
and miserable.
It's the Kobe game. 24 miles per hour for the wind, 24% snow chance. This is weird.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be a Derrick Henry game. All right.
I'll give you the comparison. Like, back in the day,
That's what I'm
I
looking
worked Idaho Potato Bowl, right?
Okay.
Yes. In
Cold potatoes.
Boise.
Wait, did you get potatoes? Like, they give you a sack of potatoes?
No,
You got there?
I did not get any potatoes, but I wish they would have, or
Yeah.
French fries or
Right.
something.
Thank you, Babs.
But anyway, so it was the first year I worked that. It was like 11 years ago, right? 10 years ago. Snowing, like 20-something degrees.
Yeah.
Cold, right?
Yeah.
Miserable for me.
Right.
Because I'm not a cold weather person,
Right.
Yeah.
right?
She's from Peachtree
Okay.
City. And,
That
and
was-
Texas.
Yes, and I
Mm-hmm.
was born in Texas, and I went to school in Alabama. Like, yeah. So that was nothing compared to Northwestern, 33 degrees,
Yeah.
25 mile per hour winds, and rain.
Now, that's silly.
That was the worst atmosphere, worst weather ever, and it was way warmer than what it's going to be in Green Bay, and they still have those winds.
How do you bundle up for that?
I don't know, but here is the depth chart. I mean, the injury report. You
Depth
ready for
chart.
this?
Yes.
Look, Babs, I got to hit arrows on this thing. All right, so full participants. This is good. Full participants today after being limited yesterday.
Okay, talk to us.
Cornerback Christian Fulton, big time. Need him back. Running back Derrick Henry, not injury related. They're just
Beautiful.
Let the
Rest.
king just sit over there on his throne.
Rest it up, King.
David Long with the neck, limited yesterday. Full participant today.
Oh, Day-Day.
Elijah Molden, groin,
Yeah.
soft tissue, limited yesterday. Full today.
Hey.
Kevin Strong. A lot of these guys went out during the game. Ankle, limited yesterday, full today. Quarterback Ryan Tannehill with the ankle.
Uh-huh.
Limited yesterday, full participant today.
This is a good list. This is a great list, matter of fact.
Now some of the limited participant guys. Amani Hooker, shoulder, full participant yesterday, limited today.
Understandable.
Roger McCrary, calf, limited yesterday, limited today.
Come on, Raj.
Going to page 2.
Still going.
Kicker Randy Bullock, right calf injury, did not practice.
Yeah, that's
Titans
gonna be
have
important.
signed kicker Josh Lambo as they head to Lambeau Field.
So he'll probably be out. Is that what they're
I
probably
think Lambeau's going to kick on his own field. That's what's going to happen.
on his home field?
Yeah.
Well, he can't miss.
Bud Dupree, hip, did not practice yesterday, did not practice today.
Rest up, Bud.
Caleb Farley, back, did not practice yesterday, IR today. On the shelf. Cody Hollister, wide receiver, back, did not practice, did not practice. Lonnie Johnson, hamstring, he left the game, did not practice, did not practice. Ben Jones, this is one to monitor, concussion protocol. Did not practice, did not practice. Jeffrey Simmons, ankle, did not practice yesterday, limited today.
Yeah, Big Jeff, chill till Wednesday evening.
Did you have some audio from Big Jeff?
Yes. Bert.
Did it when we come back?
Yeah, when we
Yeah,
come
when
back.
we come
How
back.
about that?
We'll hear
Sorry,
from Jeffrey
Bert.
Simmons. Danico Autry, limited yesterday, full participant today, not injury related. That man is on one this year. I love watching him play. Aaron Brewer, toe, still dealing with that. Limited yesterday, full participant today. So not bad, not awful.
No, it's not.
It's long
Actually good.
and it's deep, but it's not that bad.
That was good.
By the way, we do have Jim Wyatt coming up next. And
5:30.
I know. This sound from Jeffrey Simmons is actually from Jim Wyatt.
Oh, there we go.
From the locker room.
This
So
ain't
we'll
no
do
bad.
that before we talk to Wyatt.
Way to be specific, reporter. Journalist with a capital J.
Yeah.
Buffalo
she
Wild
is.
Wings, Murfreesboro, that's where we are. Your chance to win. Titans, Jags, tickets. You've still got a chance to win. You've got double Eckies in here. CJ and his brother.
Two Ecky boppers.
The boy, they both moved the
They
same
both
way.
bop through, baby. Bop, bop, bop.
Get your name in the box. We'll be right back. The zone. Hang on 1 second. Oh. Sorry. Little personal conversation with Slay.
Hey, everything's on
Hey,
there.
never.
Yeah, so thank you, Babs.
He asked me why I didn't take my leave.
Yeah, because I would take it.
You want it?
Yes.
You can have one of them.
Look at my big.
I have 2 left. I need one.
Look at me.
I have a
What is
whole
one
bottle.
leave gonna
What do
do?
you need?
What would one to leave do?
Let
for
me ask you
Babs?
this. What,
I don't know.
What symptoms do you have that would cause you to steal one of my leave? Because I've got like a big-time back and arm problem.
Inflammation.
Inflammation in your hip?
Inflammation in my whole entire body. Oh, and good. Look what Curb got. No,
Thank you.
Curb,
Can he keep
Advil
his
ain't
leave
nothing.
now? He needs that.
Listen, I've been taking the leave, man. I don't do no Advil. I like girls' medicine.
Kirby said a leave.
A is good, dog. You can pop 2 or 3 of them and be good for 2 days.
Kirby said, yeah, don't say it. Hey, this is full disclosure show.
That's what Babs
How
told
much
us.
of leave do you think Big Jeff's having to take right now?
None.
Ooh.
He just chill.
No, he's taking Toradol shot in the ankle.
Please don't. Be all right. You don't even need it.
Have you ever had a Toradol shot? That's that big, long needle.
Come on, you know I know what it is. I got a story for it.
What
We'll
about
tell you
Babs?
something.
Babs had those ankle issues back when she played volleyball.
Did you ever take a Toradol shot?
Oh,
No,
you had
my-
your foot injury.
Yeah, but that was
She got drunk and kicked the Coke machine.
no. It was not drunk. It was after practice.
Were you PO'd?
No, I wasn't paying attention.
You,
I straight
you
dislocated
were
my
NPA.
toe.
She was PA'd.
She was NPA.
Yes.
Not paid.
Yeah. Dude, that held me out for like 3 days.
Did you take a Toradol shot?
How the hell are you gonna get a Toradol shot in your
I don't know. Blaine.
in your toe? I think I'm pretty sure that every professional athlete at some point has probably had one.
Do you know how crazy and amazing that is, though? Like
How much it helps?
Yeah, I could not bend my knee. I'm gonna tell the story later.
Well,
Here
we're
we-
talking. Oh,
Oh,
hold
okay.
on. We're talking about Big Jeff,
Yeah.
though. We're talking about this ankle injury.
Yeah.
Do you want to
He's-
hear what he said?
I would love to hear what he said.
What did he say?
Bert,
What did he say?
let me hear from Big Jeff in the locker room.
I mean, hopefully I'm out there Thursday night. That's my plan, and that's my goal. I want to play in this game for sure. You know, it's the same thing like last week. We kind of still taking it day by day. But last week did help. Like I said, I feel better than I did last Wednesday. So I think that's the whole big point of it. That's all that matters.
Facing Aaron Rodgers and the Packers up there, a special opportunity as well.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity. Like I said, it start with their run game. They said 2 good running backs start because I think they ran the ball. They only threw the ball like 6 times in the first half against Dallas or something like that. So they committed to running the ball, and once you be able to stop the run, that's when you be able to affect the quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. You know, by getting in the middle of the pocket or whatever it may be up front. So I think the main focus is right now being able to stop the run on first and second down.
Hey,
All right.
He's playing.
give the shot in the ankle and go stop the run because that's what the Titans offense does, or defense does.
He's playing.
So, but
How worried are y'all that Green Bay found something against Dallas there in the fourth quarter?
Not worried at all. A lot of it, I think, is Dallas been Dallas.
Down 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdown passes.
I think it's Dallas
Jim.
been Dallas too, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, to Don's point, Don said that leading into that game, like on our text strand, like
Sure
Dallas
did.
is going to Dallas.
Yeah.
At some point, like they're really good, but they're
Like
gonna,
you got 2 good running backs too. Run the ball, Dallas. Like why you got to put it in that game?
I
Sorry.
what did I tell you guys
did.
too?
Kirby said
On
they're
our
stupid.
text chain, I'm like, Green Bay's winning.
You did. You so did. So did.
All right, Jim Wyatt's
I
with us,
wouldn't
but
bet on it though.
You didn't.
Jim
Hi,
Wyatt,
Jimmy.
TennesseeTitans.com. Jimmy, what's up?
Not too much. Hope everybody's doing well.
Boy, it really sounded like in your question and answer session with Big Jeff that he really wants to go on Thursday.
Yeah, and certainly listening to him, it sounded like he has made some progress since last week, and the week off did him good. Now he's a guy that always wants to play, and now to the point is if he can do it and play effectively, and he's not thinking about how much it would help him to get another 10 days off before he plays. He's looking to play and then see how he can recover 10 days later. But certainly it'd be a big part of this game if he's able to play, because I think one of the big keys, as Mike Vrabel talked about yesterday, is the ability to stop the run ability to kind of disrupt things up the middle, kind of get in Aaron Rodgers' face, and he's the guy who does it best on the team. So it would be huge if he's able to play, and we'll kind of see how things play out here over the next 48 hours.
Well, Jim, I think that's great, man. What would an extra week do, though? I'm a big advocate of protecting the players from themselves. What would one more week do, and then have a healthy week, 2-3 days of practice leading into the Cincinnati Bengals game? Because I think, man, that game is a little different with it being an AFC matchup.
Yeah, I mean, it would help them. I mean, anytime you can stay off of it and let it heal more, the better off you're going to be. I mean, I saw Ryan Tannehill at practice today, and he's clearly, gutting it through again. And when you play and you put so much stress on it and you move around, you just make it that much harder to, recover. And it would be back to 100%. So I'm sure he would be better doing that, but it's hard for me. I mean, I'm sure it's hard for coaches or anybody else to convince him, hey, let's hold you and get you ready for the Bengals when he's got a chance to play against Aaron Rodgers on Thursday night football at Lambeau Field. So I'm sure he is dying to play in this game, and will do everything he can to make it happen.
Yeah.
Well, I've already put it out there. So I think Lambeau's going to kick. He's going to kick the game-winning field goal on his own field, Lambeau Field. You good with that?
That would be something. Yeah, that'd be something. I mean, it's always tough to bring in a kicker midseason who hasn't been kicking. And he was at practice today. No Randy Bullock. You have to feel like that's a good chance that's a direction that's going.
Yeah.
But so that's not a great development, and we'll just kind of see how long of an injury that is for Randy Bullock. He's not on IR now, so they didn't clear a spot yet.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens as the week goes on. Maybe it's just a week-to-week deal, and you just try to Lambeau get you through. But that would be quite a storyline. I know a lot of people hope it doesn't come down to a kick.
At Jay Wyatt Sports on Twitter, Jimmy Wyatt, TennesseeTitans.com for all of the Titans info and content you need. Isn't it amazing to think about all of the players that missed time on that defense in that game against Denver, held them to 10 points, 1 touchdown, 105 yards in the second half, 6 sacks, 9 tackles for a loss, and 18 quarterback hits? That was a hell of a performance, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I was looking at the stat sheet after the game, and I saw the 18 quarterback hits, and I can't remember the last time I've seen that on there. And then I know they tallied up the pressures, and I think it was 24 pressures in the game. So remarkable. I mean, guys like Mario Edwards and DeMarcus Walker, were two of the guys who were the most disruptive. Tier Tart, Rashad Weaver, Dylan Cole, all those guys up front making plays. And, and I think you got to do that again. I mean, I think the one thing with Rodgers, we mentioned the run game and how important it is to stop the run, but one thing Rodgers doesn't like was what happened at Russell Wilson on Sunday, and that's people coming at him and hitting them and forcing them to get rid of the ball early. I mean, that's when you see Rodgers, getting mad and cussing out his head coach on the sideline. So that's what you want to do, is because he doesn't move as well. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, when he was younger, obviously would run and scramble. He's not looking to do that anymore. I think he's just looking to sidestep people and create more time to get himself in a position to throw. But you start hitting them and roughing them up, that's a great scenario for the Titans. So they need to follow that same game plan.
Man, we know it goes hand in hand when you're talking about the pass rush, stopping it up front, being able to get 4 guys after the quarterback and dropping everybody back in coverage. We had Terrance Mitchell on earlier today, and you can hear the confidence in his voice. Babs pointed out the way he speaks about the guys in the room with him. How confident do you think the secondary has grown with guys being cemented in as Fulton when he's in, or McCreary, also Kevin Biden, and then plugging in guys like T. Mitchell and, everybody else that falls on the line?
Well, I think they've come certainly a long way, and it's been cool to see McCreary, a rookie, develop and just not have to hear much from him. I mean, that's what's been so remarkable about him, is a lot of times a rookie comes in and goes through some growing pains. It's not often you hear about McCreary with his guy beating him. I mean, I'm sure what's next for him is to make some more, interceptions and game-changing plays, but he's been good. Fulton's been good. I think Terrance Mitchell, after struggling early in the year, has settled down and really played well for this team. Andrew Adams stepping in for Monty Hooker has played well, and now you just need to get those guys, need to get everybody back. I think, Elijah Molden, talking to him in the locker room today, after seeing him leave on Sunday, I feared maybe this is something that would sideline him for the rest of the year, but he said he was more scared of more than anything else, and made him realize maybe what this recovery is like. He's optimistic about his chances moving forward. Amani Hooker, we'll have to see, but you get all those guys back, and that depth is key, and that's going to be a key for the second half of the season, as they're going to face some teams that throw it around pretty well.
I know there are some Titans fans that are going up to Lambeau for the first time. They haven't been there. It's difficult to set the bar too high for the experience in that place, man. And all the stories are true. Like, you roll up and it's like a neighborhood, a bunch of ranch houses, and then here's Lambeau Field, and you walk in, and it's one of these places where you can feel the history. It's for those that are going, Jim, and you've been there, it's going to be a special experience.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite places to go to, just because of the history that's there, and because of the stadium itself. I mean, it was always cool, even before they did the renovations, 10, 15 years ago, however long it was. But now it looks really cool outside. They got a great atrium kind of where you can see a lot of the history inside. It kind of has a little bit of a college football atmosphere there. You'll see, I'm sure you're going to see some people with their shirts off there in the 20-degree weather, just kind of soaking it in. Hope you don't see the Lambeau Leap from the Packers guys too much, but it's just a really neat place to see a game, and people treat you well. I mean, you go to some places, the Black Hole in Oakland back in the day, where you're lucky to get out of there alive. There's some other places where it can get pretty nasty, but it's good. I think they've got a great fan base there. They've obviously got a lot of history, and just talking to some of the Titans who are making the trip there for the first time, I know they're really excited about it. I always look forward to going.
I mean, as Slay said, Terrance Mitchell, we asked him about, how excited are you to play at Lambeau? He said, I want to do a Lambeau Leap.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's the goal. He's already visualized that. Jimmy, great stuff, man. TennesseeTitans.com, at Jay Wyatt Sports. Thank you, brother.
Okay, y'all have a good one. Thank you.
Yep. I was going to tell them, too. Y'all spank Kentucky, too. Don't forget that, Jimmy.
How did we not tell Jim Wyatt congratulations?
I was about to tell him. Sometime.
I almost
error.
feel like we need to call him back and tell him congratulations.
Bert,
on
get Jimmy
air.
back on the line.
I literally
Bert.
just sunk under the table. I feel awful. We should. I mean, as much crap as Jim takes as
Bert,
a
get him on the line, Bert.
lifetime Vandy fan.
Bert,
can make it happen. Bert can make it happen.
Call him back real
Hey, y'all
quick.
got to
Tell
talk
him we
nice
gotta
to me. Y'all got to quit talking to me like I'm some redheaded. Well, I know I'm redheaded, but y'all got to quit talking to me like some
listen.
redheaded stepchild.
All right,
Bert, get
listen,
the audio.
Bert,
Bert, get this guy.
Bert, Robert, could you please, pretty please, get Jimothy Wyatt back on the line?
That's
It
what we
would be
do to
my
Hunk.
utmost pleasure, Slay.
Technically, you kind of are also the stepchild because normally I'm doing it.
Oh, there you go.
Whoa, producer
Now
on
we
producer
got
crime.
balls.
I love you, though.
Producer
pretty.
on producer crime. Hey, listen,
You're my
Bert,
favorite redhead.
You can just go eat all the Canadian bacon you want.
Yeah, I'll bring you. Want some wings? You want some Buffalo Wild Wings, Bert? Want me to bring you some?
Hang on, I'm talking to Jimmy.
The number 2 chef at Buffalo Wild Wings will make it
That's
for
right.
you.
That's
But who
right.
does
He better
number
be-
2 work for? That's my question.
One, Brandon. They better. Hey, I'm telling you, Marcos.
Listen, man,
those
we're gonna
other
get through this. We're gonna get through
dudes.
it.
Yeah, they better. Jamie and Marcos, I think is the name.
Bert,
Back
do
there.
you have Jimmy?
Jimmy's got better things to do.
No.
He's calling Clark Lee with game plan ideas.
Jimmy knows this.
Hey, he sent me straight to voicemail.
What? Oh man, you ain't even exclusive, Bert.
He's like, I'm done with
Jimmy's
that.
trying to figure out what Dodger free agents are going to happen.
Oh, God. All right, well, you know what? Jim
Jack
Wyatt,
Kershaw.
congratulations on your
Most
Vanderbilt
definitely.
Commodores win over
Salute, Jimmy.
Kentucky.
Y'all went up there and spanked them boys. Mike
Boy,
Wright Jr.
listen.
Shout out.
It's been a Vanderbilt love fest on this show this week.
Hey, man, listen, chest out.
Listen, they earned it.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
What we gonna do?
Huh?
Hey, SEC Playmaker of the Week and Babs Badass of the Week. And offensive line.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow.
Wednesday.
Offensive line. I have a feeling we already know who that is.
You think?
They stand right in front of Russell Wilson.
Who?
Oh, Nathaniel Wilson.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nathaniel.
Yes.
See, Bert.
Good job, Bert.
Great job, Bert. I really wish you were here so you
Bert,
could break
man,
bread with us.
I would love to pat you on the back, Bert, right now. You deserve it.
All right, now it feels like y'all are just condescending my ass.
What are you talking about? We don't do
Why
that.
would we do something like that, Bert? When we give flowers, accept the flowers, my brother.
Hey, Bert, what international country would you want to go to other than the United States?
We're going to sing.
I don't know, man. When I was a kid, I really dug Madagascar, but then when you look into it, there's like a bunch of cannibals there. It's not like a bunch of lemurs and King Julian and everybody hanging out. So I'd probably pick somewhere I'd probably go back to my homeland, go kiss the Blarney Stone, and walk around with a bunch of bony-fingered nuns and let them poke through your chest and eat that cottage pie or whatever the heck they got going over there. I'd probably go to Ireland.
Did you think that Madagascar was like the movie?
Well, I thought it would be cool. It's an island. I thought there would be like fun things to do and little monkeys to eat like mangoes out of your hand, but it's not like that.
I want to find
Do not
Alec.
buy a flight there.
I'm looking for Alec. I'm looking for Alec.
There's no one on this earth that I love to ask random ass questions to more than Bert.
Because that's what you get.
Oh, 3HL, going to wrap it next. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Accurate Mortgage Group. Whoever's got that.
Dude, that was
Rogers.
awesome, bro.
That's Brent. And then Slayer after that was Superbook.
Hey,
Slay, what are you drinking over there?
on Thursday Night Football? The Titans and
1045 The Zone. JM on Twitter. Hit us there anytime at 3HL 1045. I did not expect an Austin Powers reference from Matt Brent Doherty, but even more so that at the Ron Slay didn't pick up on him. Did you not pick up on it?
When you were sitting there talking to me, yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, we're going to be
Who does number 2 work for?
Hey, y'all, come on now.
I thought you had that.
Y'all know I was overseas. All I had to do was watch movies all the time.
Yeah,
Come
Babs,
on,
I'm not even looking at her during
Babs
this conversation.
don't know what it is. I know what it is, man. I watched all the bootleg movies and everything, the movies that never made it to the silver screen. Like overseas, you ain't got nothing to time. Either play the video game, watch movies, go out. Then you got to devote 8 hours to basketball.
Quick,
that was my life.
What else do you have to do here?
I mean, remember, we call Big Wheezy Wayne Chisholm.
We got to watch sports here now.
Yeah.
We called Big Wheezy, and Big Wheezy was like, man, I love talking to y'all because I ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dog. Like,
That's how we get a lot of our guests.
Because they ain't got nothing else to do.
Hey, real quick.
Thank you, Babsy.
Sorry. Just to save the date for you, 1045 The Zone's
And save the day for us.
Toy Drive.
Oh, Toy
Presented-
Field. Toy
Yes.
Field. Announcement. Toy Field.
It is.
Toy Field, presented by Hardee's, benefits Salvation Army's Forgotten Angels. It's Tuesday, December 6th, so put it on your calendar, grab a gift, and come see us. Everybody's going to be live out there.
Yeah.
December 6th, 1045thezone.com.
Bundle
for more
up.
info.
I remember Brett Kern bringing Bryce and bringing a ton of toys. I remember Taylor Lewan bringing Taylor Lewan and a bunch of toys one year.
Yep.
I remember Florida-Georgia line coming before they hit big. Literally, they hit big like 2 weeks later. They did 3HL, and then they hit big. But they brought a bunch of toys to Toy Field. So, look, whether you're famous or not famous, bring toys to Toy Field.
Get there.
Salvation Army, Forgotten Angels program.
Last year, Jim
Thank you.
Nance.
Jim
Jim Nance busted up
So
there.
did. Jim Nance, we need you on the air. Coach Mac show coming up next, though. But
Mac Talk.
Yep.
We do have Mac Talk coming up.
Also, real quick before your winner, Tennessee announced today
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
they're winning the Stormtroopers at South Carolina, the all white, but
Yep.
orange helmets.
Man, new and
Orange
improved, baby.
helmets Tennessee's wearing.
Beamer, you in trouble.
Babs is like, what? Wait, what? They've never worn those? No.
You in trouble, Beamer.
They look sweet.
What
Fourth
you got?
different helmet of the season.
What you got, Hunt?
All right, this right here is our final winner of the evening, and
No,
it is for
check.
a
Third different helmet. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, it is our final winner as far as tickets for this is for Titans and Jags coming up in a few weeks, and it goes to Devin Sims.
Devin Sims.
Devin
Congrats.
Sims.
I really thought Devin Hester was about to win. Devin Sims. Devin Sims is quick. Hey, by the way, thank you, Devin. You won. Wednesday, Boswell's Golf Cars for Liberty Creek High
HB
School.
got tickets.
111 Transit Avenue. That's tomorrow. Party Foul in Cool Springs on Thursday. Scoreboard Bar and Grill on Friday.
Hey!
Thanks to
There you go.
Buffalo Wild Wings for hooking us
We
up.
get to
And
ride golf carts tomorrow.
Slay's got multiple drinks in front of him. I don't know what's happening.
Party time. Coach Mac, what up, baby?
Later.
See ya.
Promo.